my name is Cassius Lockwood and welcome to the first in a series of Python tutorials in the Foxstrike channel. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. We've had a lot to do down in the Foxstrike office. We've had a very big lot to do. Trying to get my microphone adjusted correctly. Keeps on going to the side. If it's like that, I might have to up the gain a little bit. Sorry if you can hear my computer in the background. It's not the quietest, it's not loudest. It's kind of a medium end, which I can't really do anything about. So, let's get into it. So, this has been a very big request from some of my friends at school in computer science class and some other people who I know through my other YouTube channel and through our Foxstrike Discord. Link will be in the description to the Discord website and Python download page. So that's why we're doing it today. Python's a little bit different than Small Basic. I say that, I mean quite a bit different. So the first thing everyone needs to do is download it. It's already been 1 minute 38. So we're going to go over to Google and go python.org. And then we're going to hit download, and then normally anyone can hit there, but if you press downloads you can get the latest one or you can get an old version. There are differences between the old ones and the new ones. Definitely differences. So yeah. By differences I mean, so I'm using Python 1.8 so it won't work, but that will be an acceptable thing in Python 2. But in Python 3, that's not a thing. In Python 2, you would have also had the name equals input command, which I've just written here. This is also in Python 3, it's just they've taken out the raw input command. So, once you have downloaded Python, I will even do the download with you. So you would click on it, you would save file, Chrome would be down here, little pop-up, you press save, or you press run, or whatever. I normally press save just in case I accidentally delete it, something. So if I get it here, and then you would obviously click the install, but because I already have it, I can't install it. Yes, let's cancel. So let's go up here. This is, so what you would need to do is run the Python shell. Make sure it is the IDLE and not one of these. We don't want module docs, we don't want the GUI, we don't want that, we want the shell. Because this, kind of useless. It's a lot like the shell, so it looks like a lot like shell. But we will get on to why it's completely useless in a minute. We'll get why that's completely useless. Anyway, the first line anyone writes in Python. So, like the Small Basic text window dot write line, Python also goes for a kind of system like that, but instead of having 2 bits as a code, so text window and then dot write line, which in the first video I explained as code and then subcode, which was probably better explained as heading and subheading. The subheading is still part of the heading. The heading is a general topic for a larger amount of things, and a subheading is for one specific piece that does a specific task. So the text window, it's the whole of the text window. It's the inputs from the text window, the outputs from the text window, the colours from the text window, and then after the dot, that's what it is in the text window. So text window dot right line is the dot right line is the subheading. It's under the text window and it's the specific bit of code that does something. Hopefully that kind of makes a little bit more sense than the original video of its subcode. I was watching that back recently. Yeah, it makes sense. So first line is print hello world, which is pretty much the same. We obviously don't have text window dot right line, but it's print open brackets hello world instead of this bit being text window dot right line. Same premises though. Now, yeah, again, names of our rule, but this we have different things. So let me just say, so we can have a name. Name equals 0 or true because it's a bool. So we have a couple different functions. So bool is true or false. Float is decimal points and integers. An int is an integer, which is whole numbers alone. And then you obviously have str, which is string plus str. The thing about this, so I did say this wouldn't be the best, like with the other one, is, as you can see, I've been writing lines, and I've not the best, but I've been writing lines and then I press enter to go on to the next line. Instead of doing that, it executes it because it is the shell. It is the raw shell. So to fix this, we have to go file, and new file, and there we go. So, yeah, again, first line is print, and then hello world. Now, you can go and change this text, you can do kind of whatever. I've seen another children's programming book do hello stinky head, which a lot different, but okay. So, we now have the first print hello world line, but we are going to get an input. So, this is going to be program 1. So, we're going to sort everything that we do into programs. So, I always like to organise it and have a heading using a hashtag. Fun fact, anything after a hashtag is not read by Python. As soon as it finds a hashtag, it goes on to the next line because a hashtag is classed as a note. Anyway, so the first program we are going to make is one that asks the user of its name. So we have the basic print line, and then we need the input line, which I'm guessing you know what we're about to do. Now, I recommend having this space here. I think I said on the first or second video in Small Basic, when we done text window.write instead of write line, and it was directly joined. That's the same thing here. If I haven't, then the reason we had the space is because if not, if I put my name, then it would do that and it would have no gap. If I put my name now, it would look a little bit better. You can have it without a space, but I prefer not to have it without a space. This is where it gets a bit confusing. So, because we're using strings and we're not using integers, bools or floats, we can just do this. Hello plus name. if you were using an integer, so if we put name as an int, which it isn't, so if we put name as an int equals int input, which means we can only type in numbers for the input, then what we would have to do is add a comma. Don't ask me why it's that, I don't know. But that we'll obviously get to at a later date. So, if we run this program, we'll see we get a little message saying you have to save before run or check. So, we have to press save so it can actually run it. So this, I'm going to resave it as that because I tried to record another Python video and my mic turned out to be muted the whole time. So we're going to enter my name. Well, I'm going to enter my name. You can enter yours on your program. So enter my name and it will say hello, then my name. Don't know what it's done there. I must have forgot space. In the other one second, gonna sneeze. Yeah. Okay, in the one I use at school, I'm fine. In the version of Python I use at school, there's automatically a space there. So we don't have to add them. But for this version, clearly we do. I did say there is a difference. Now to show you that it can be any name inputted, call myself Bob. There we go, Bob. So that is a bit into inputs, variables, and prints. In the next video, we will probably cover a little bit more on variables, and then we're going to go on to turtle, importing, and arrays, which might be a longer, it'll definitely be a longer video. Actually, how much do we have time for? Yeah, I'll go on for a bit. So, as program one, I'll actually have, yeah, I'm going to do a 20-minute video, so we are now going to create program 2. The reason I want to make the videos longer is I feel like they're a lot too short for Python programming. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So, we have name, which is an input, or we can set it to 0 or hello using brackets. And it's all fine and dandy when we're working with one variables. But if we have to have multiple names or multiple things, it's going to be a bit hard. So what we're going to do is create an array. I'm going to do this now. I think it's that. I can't remember. For some reason, I can't remember arrays. I don't really use them too often, so it's not a big problem. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly run this. And then name at the end of it. Yep, is class and array. So I'm correct. So arrays can store lots of data. So this is an array. It can store more than one data. So I'm going to put myself and the co-founder of Foxstrike, one of my friends who normally goes by Finn. His full name is Finley Williams. Soon he'll be doing some art tutorials. I just need to turn around to him and make him do some art tutorials. Now, if you're wondering, no, the only way to access this is not through the code. So, halfway through, we can write a name.append. And then in brackets we have Jim. Let's add Jim. So, what we're going to do is we're going to add a print and then name, and then after I'm going to print name again. So put CA, there you go, Cassius Finn, and then at the end it will print Jim. Now, if I'm correct, I'm just put C and then print 0. If I press name 0, it'll print the 0 item in the list, which is in my name. So the thing of this is some computer programming languages, most of them, I don't think Small Basic is one of them, but most computer languages, instead of starting at 1, which would make a lot of logical sense, it starts at 0. I don't know why, so if I now do the same print command, name, and then put 2, it will come up with Jim, even though it's the 3rd in the list. That's computer logic for you. So that is most of arrays already. I use arrays as a new advanced function. I'm using it in the new Foxcore. If you don't know that, then check out the other channel, which I'll actually be porting some videos over, which is the How I Program Foxcore and things like that. My channel, my personal gaming channel, will be linked in the description of this video. So I use arrays in a much different manner. I have 2 arrays. One is called var names and the other is called var contents. So how Foxcore stores variables is using arrays. So if I do var n equals, and then we're going to have var 1, so that's var name, and this is var c, which is variable content, and then the contents of that would be 0. So we're going to write a program. So I'm actually going to store this as program 3. Capitals. So what we're going to do my r equals 1 doing that. So we're going to have to set r equals 1. Now, so equals input. This is also going to go into some if statements. So this is just a while loop. You don't really have to worry about this. This isn't for like tutorial purposes. You don't have to follow along. I'm just demonstrating how I use variables. So this is obviously in a much larger scale in the middle of Foxcore. So we're going to have 3 commands. So I'm going to go if com, which is short for command, well, that's what I'm using it for. If it equals var dot add, then it will ask. So I'm going to put var n dot append, and then it in input, and then enter the variable name, and then var c dot append, and then input, which would then be enter the variable contents. So that would then append a whole new variable, and then what we're going to do is elif com equals var.read, so it'll get information about a var, and then vn equals input, and then it will enter the variable name, which I'm just going to call var, and then I don't know how I can do this, so enter at the moment I'm going to keep it as enter the variable number, because I don't really know how I'm going to do what I'm thinking of. So enter the variable number and print var n bn, and then print var c, and then bn, and I'm going to input that so we can only input a number. A good thing about this is you can add and you can take away, so we can now add variables. That's why double equals, it's sum statements, C. So enter my command. We have one variable, and that is var.read, and then 0, var1, and it'll come 0. So var.add var name, my var. There we go, fix it, capitals in the wrong place. See, var.add my var, and then variable contents hello.cpp, then var.read, and then +1, we'll say my var hello.cpp. Now what I was thinking of that I couldn't think of how to do is variable.read, and then it will say enter the name, and then just using the name it will search through and pull out the name and the number of slot that it's in. So it'll pull out, say it's 2 in this list, no, say it was 1 in this list, which will be Finn. It would search through and it would go, okay, that one's Cassius, okay, that one's Finn, and it will not take the name Finn, but it will take the number, so the number 1, because that's number 1 in the list, and it will then use that to output the variable name and contents, which at this specific time I don't know how to do. I have forgot a lot of Python since I used to do it all the time. I forgot a lot of Python. So this is where I'm going to end the video, peaking up to 24 minutes. Now, if you did like the video, please do subscribe. It will help me to determine how many videos we need to put out on the channel. If we get 100 subscribers, we are going to do, as a Foxstrike team, a live stream special. So we will do one PC build guide on stream. We'll have one programming tutorial segment on Python, one on Small Basic, and then I will have a pixel art. Well, my friend Finn will have a pixel art course. The PC build guide will be done by the lead of Foxstrike Manufacturing, Harry Ashmore, and obviously pixel art will be done by Finn, also known as Finley Williams. All their known YouTube channels will be linked down in the description. Please do go check them out. We also are getting a new editor, and he'll be editing all of our websites and things like that. So he's a network manager, so his YouTube will also be down in the description. Anyway, all I have to do now is thank you very much for watching. Please, just as a final note, please like if you want this series to continue. We don't go off likes by, oh, how popular are we, things like that. We go likes by how interested are you in learning Python. If there's not that many likes, then we obviously won't continue the Python course. We won't continue doing Python. If there's loads of likes, then we'll continue doing Python more than Small Basics. So it depends on how many likes, which is how interested you are on the thing. So we don't take it as popularity, we take it as how interested you as the viewer are in Python. So if you did enjoy this video and find it interesting, then please leave a like so we know that you're interested and do want to see more. If else, then you can dislike it. But all I'm going to say is thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Python tutorial. Goodbye.